Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Today we are smoking on the Perdomo Double 12-year vintage Maduro. So this is a Nicaraguan stick, and it was matured in bourbon barrels. They every blend, they have a Maduro, I believe a Sun-Grown, and a Connecticut as part of a series. We are smoking on the Maduros.
Beautiful
but
stick.
Each blend, let's see if that'll focus. That looks good, doesn't it?
There we go. Thanks, Hilton.
The wrapper, the binder, and the filler, they'll go through an extensive double aging process. They are bale aged for 10 years before moving on to a barrel aging in charred white oak bourbon barrels for the next 2 years, resulting in a refined product that's brimming with flavor. I won't go too far on what they're saying the flavor notes will be because I don't like spoilers, but that's what we're smoking on today. What's everybody thinking about it? I'm enjoying it. I think we're probably a little further along than we normally would be when we start, but this is also a very big stick. So I think we've been smoking on it for about 10, 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at the longest.
34 minutes.
But did we light these when you started that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
4 minutes in.
Oh,
38 minutes.
Fast. Yeah, I know.
All right. I stayed great. 30 minutes in.
So
No
if I can go first, I will say that the cigar is actually really smooth, and the draw on it is phenomenal. For a bigger stick, the way, and I mean, so George bought these cigars for us to smoke today. And when he pulled them out, I'm going, fuck, man, that's a 3-hour cigar right there. Easily. It's a big, girthy, veiny son of a bitch that I have to put in my mouth. And
That's what she said.
damn right she said that. But no, so
Bad, though.
I'm looking at it and I'm going, God dang, this is going to take forever. And honestly, the draw on this is so smooth and it is burning so fast that, I mean, this is easily an hour and a half cigar, tops. It's very intimidating at first when you think of, or when you look at it, you're going, all right, that's a 3-4 hour cigar. Nope.
Can
half
I
that
take
time.
it?
Yeah. Can't. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, but the flavor profile is really interesting. I know some of you guys said that it was going to be bitter or that you have bitter notes to it. I'm not catching bitterness at all. I'm catching like a smooth, very much so a Maduro flavor. Very much a Maduro flavor. I feel like when cigars have that bourbon or whiskey barrel aging process, it's a gimmick. And especially with the cigars that you brought last time, George, the Buffalo Trace cigars, just wasn't good. Like it just wasn't like a good cigar. I feel like it's gimmicky, but this is actually probably the first whiskey barrel infused tobacco cigar that I've had that I'm like, okay.
Well, this is not infused. It's just aged.
Aged,
Yeah.
yes. But you know what I'm saying? It's when
It's not artificial.
It's not artificial. It's not, done like 1 year and then, they took out the tobacco leaves and they're like, here you go. It's 12 years in the, in various different whiskey barrels. So it's really good flavor. I really enjoyed the cigar so far, and it's burning really smooth. We've been at it for about 30 minutes, and it's getting into the midway point and going to be starting the final third of the cigar pretty soon. So it burns fast for a big cigar.
I agree on that.
I feel like like when you've been in business for a long time, you try new things because now everybody's trying new things, and then this is what probably the family is proud of. Like you pick up, you let it last for 10 years. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I got to do a comparison in here.
Yeah.
George is halfway through the cigar.
Yeah, I would say here because it burns
It's
fast
incredible.
and I smoke faster. Like
I haven't ashed mine, so mine
Yeah.
is the full size, and then he's
Yeah.
close to
I'm-
the band already.
yeah, exactly. And it's just that, as you said, as Conrad said, it burns really fast, and I smoked even faster. It's smooth. It's been said that the draw in the beginning. I said like the draw is it's really easy to smoke the cigar. In the very beginning, it reminded me. You know what, Hilton? It reminded me. I don't know because I don't know if you are familiar with, but Uruguayan yerba mate. It's super bitter. So in the beginning, it was really bitter for me. Maybe it's my stick, but it reminded me of that because I haven't been drinking this for a long time. I only drink Brazilian yerba mate. So yeah, I felt that it's really well built. I feel like chocolatey. It's definitely. It feels sometimes at times that I'm licking a barrel or something like this. I've tried it, coffee, barreled aged in barrel with whiskey, and it reminded me of this too. So it's gotta be something around coffee and chocolatey too. That's what I would put.
I have something to say about that because,
Go ahead.
for example, on the smell of the wrapper itself, like unlit, right? Earthy and chocolate, right? That's sweet and stuff. So on the puff, and especially if you let it rest for about a minute or so, minute and a half, kind of thing, you got like cold smoke coming through. I got a fruit. And I also get a sweet, but sweet is not from a fruit. It's a different type of sweet.
It's there. It's
on
there.
on the puff. And then on the retrohale, it's a very mellow and it's just a tiny little bit of sweet and a hint of leather, which I think is going to develop on the leather side of it.
The last third.
And the smell of the smoke itself as it comes through is chocolate. No, sorry, it's not chocolate. It's coffee.
Coffee.
So the smell of this smoke kind of thing that smell is coffee.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there, Hilton. It's it's definitely got that little bit of a leatherish coffee feel to it. George, I'm getting a little bit of bitterness as well on the first half. I'm not tasting that near as much now, and I'm almost a third way through. I'm not as far as George is, but I'm more further than Hilton is, I think. Maybe Hilton and I are
We're about the same. Yeah, we're about the same.
I've just asked and you haven't. I didn't mean to ask, but I did.
Yeah.
But a very good, smooth cigar. I was telling him it's a little bitter at the beginning, but that's going away.
Oh, cool.
Leather.
Yes.
It's just and it pairs well with the bourbon here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Dylan.
But it does burn very quickly for the size of the cigar it is.
I have to say, for example, because I have still, like, for example, for half an hour I did this much. If I calculate that much, it would be like a 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Not 36?
On my, maybe 1 hour and 36, 37,
6, 7.
But yes, so on my pace, on George's pace is going to be like an hour cigar for sure. Dylan.
Sometimes that has to do with the density, like how dense. I say sometimes. I feel like that's the only.
Nothing to do with the suction of his
Difference.
mouth coming on it, does it?
I wouldn't claim to know.
Yeah.
That's his,
Even
him and his
if
wife's
I knew.
business.
If you knew, you're not going to tell us tonight, are you?
I don't know shit about that.
Not all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel like I smoke a little crack on these, though, whereas like my opinion on this is just a little different. For a Maduro, I find it to be very light. I'm almost getting
is light.
cedary Connecticut notes for a Maduro, and I think that's maybe what y'all are connecting to bitter, because you get that cedary note. Like, have you ever licked tree bark? Or cedar?
I can't say I've licked a tree, my friend.
No.
And I've been around a lot of trees.
It's bitter. You get a little cedar on your tongue. It's bitter. That's what wood is bitter. So that's a little bit of what this is. I
I've
just
licked
feel like
a metal
it's more
pole
of
in
a.
the snow, but I've never licked a tree.
I don't want to know the poles you lick. Son.
You're on camera, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
The Christmas story. Come on, stick your tongue on the pole. It's not being dirty. It's fun.
so
That's what big brothers
you
do to
got
little
a dirty
brothers in a
mind.
snowstorm.
I love Paul.
my tongue stuck.
Dumb and dumb.
Anyways,
Number.
we'll see you on the final fucking third, I guess.
Hey, man.
It is what it is.
Don't y'all just miss
Cigar's
me.
good. I like it.
The unfiltered redneck is here.
Y'all haven't said anything on.
Dylan
Y'all
hasn't
said
seen
everything
that
on his
movie.
thing.
That's the problem.
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's too young.
He's too young.
I'm gonna go.
Snap of a finger, right? So
We'll be in
I'll,
bank.
I'll finger.
If he'd seen the movie, he knew exactly what we were talking about.
We're back soon,
Yeah.
and we're snapping again, and we are back on the cigar review. I didn't do notes on the final third. I'm gonna talk about the notes on the midpoint of the cigar. and I'll let it go around, and then comes back to me for the final third. So retrohale on the midway through the cigar, I got on the retrohale still fruit and sweet, a little bit more leather, and on the puff I'm getting more chocolate, and it's smoother. So the cigar is developing actually a little better, but I do get a little tiny bit of cedar on the aftertaste.
Yep.
That's what I have in my mouth right now. The aftertaste, I get cedar, and I have been getting that, ever since the second half of the cigar. But yeah, go ahead, George.
Like I've always mentioned this, I can smoke this to the end. This is also pretty good for what you pay for in the cigar. We've discussed this before. It's easy to smoke. The pepper is gone. The bitter is totally gone. Super light. I liked it. For in the second, third, I felt a little bit off flavor. Some chemicals right in the middle, just a little bit. So I had to drink water. Then I changed what I was just in the beginning was just drinking water. Then I drank coffee, and then improved my experience. So I agree with you. The more it progresses, the better it feels. I enjoy that. I would drink again. I would pair this with whiskey. I would pair this with my yerba mate, as I mentioned before, coffee. But I wouldn't pair again with anything. Even though I feel the sweetness, I wouldn't pair with anything sweet. Could it affect my experience? That's it. I liked it. I really enjoyed that.
My turn?
Yeah.
Hilton, I'm right there with you. It's leathery, cedar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit of the chocolate flavor from it. Probably not as much as you are, but I'm definitely getting. It's smooth, burns well. I'm halfway through probably. Again, I did take a break there in the middle, but it's a nice smooth, got a leathery taste to it. A little hint of cedar here and there, not every single time, but a little bit on the back end.
Yep.
And it pairs very, very well with the bourbon on ice.
I bet.
Very well.
So I'm just going to be tooting my own horn, listening to everyone else repeat everything. I will say I have on more than one occasion when I've inhaled, I've gotten a tea flavor. And I don't know if anyone else has.
The yerba mate that I mentioned. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
so when you said yerba mate, I was like, I'm getting a tea flavor. If I had a notepad, I would have written it down that I'm having like a black tea flavor to it.
Tea party.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal cigar. Very smooth. All of the flavors that everyone has said. I'm just not going to repeat it. Other than those like couple inhales where you're like, whoa, it's got a really nice, like a good tea flavor to it. Phenomenal cigar.
I would say I wasn't sure exactly what to call it. I felt like I was getting more of a floral note. It was like real light and supple, even though it's a Maduro. So it was throwing me off a little bit. Not that I didn't like it. It just was unexpected. And you took the words out of my mouth where I feel like the aftertaste when you're sitting here is overwhelmingly bitter cedar. So I think that's where a lot of bitterness is coming, and then you go to draw it again and you're pulling in more of that fresh flavor. I'm not really getting as deep chocolate. I never really found the chocolate, but I'm getting everything else. I'm getting kind of coffee flavors. I'm getting the leather. I wouldn't even say cinnamon. But there's something supple to it. I wouldn't say it's tea, but it's light and floral. Like it's just some light note that kind of surprised me. But also when you mentioned chemical, I don't know what to say that it is. But yeah, there's some sort of flavor when it comes through. It's like metallic. It's just, I got that in the middle as well, and I'm still like just approaching the final third anyways. But same as Conrad. I agree with everything that you're saying. Just that I don't know well enough to say if it's tea, floral, whatever. I just know it's light. It was light and supple, which surprised me for a Maduro, especially aged. So it's had a lot of time to refine itself and mature, and so it's very smooth. I think this is definitely something that'd be a great gift for somebody. This is like not a harsh cigar to me by any means. Like it's medium bodied but light profile. Like the profile of the smoke, and I like it. So I'm curious to see where everybody scores it at.
Well, I got to. So as George and Paul was talking, the retrohale. So for the final third now, full leather on retrohale. Full leather on the retrohale. On the puff, like espresso coffee taste with a dark chocolate. So that's almost as if you like mixing those two together, to drink, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting on the puff. And then the aftertaste is cedar. It's not too bitter to pull me off because I do like some of the bitterness. I don't like when it's too bitter.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming bitter. Yes, so I'm excited about the scores over here. Let's do the scores.
Okay. I didn't go super high. I think this is a fair score, and it's a good score. I knocked it a tiny bit because of those middle flavor points and just things that, to me, I wouldn't call this by any means a novelty cigar, but when you start hearing some things about it, like age 12 years, all this stuff, you start to almost expect greatness. And so sometimes you're better off not knowing some of that information. That being said, I still gave it a great score of a 93.
Wow, that's good.
It's a really good score because I liked it a lot. I thought it was complex.
Got a 95.
Got a 91.
I'm right there with you. 91.
I got a 95 also.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Depending on how it develops, it changed. So
And your palate, everybody's palate's different. That's why our panel is a lot better than one person reviewing a cigar.
And the hydration levels on us. Like I did not drink a lot of water today. I did drink a lot of beer today.
Same thing.
But even though I'm giving this 95 score, this is one of probably it will be one of the best cigars of the year. And still, we're in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But
It's off to a great start.
that is nothing. I mean, it's like nothing to complain about the cigar.
No.
It's just
Nitpicky.
mild all the way through, and you get that interesting development that is just like a hint a little bit more, a hint a little bit more, a hint a little bit more. So that's right.
I just gave it 91 because of this off flavor that I felt in the middle, and I don't want this experience. Maybe it's this thick. I will give a chance. I will buy another one just to see if that improves.
I can't stress this enough, though. I really feel like this is us being nitpicky to come up with things like, because this is a great cigar.
Yes.
I'm not going to call it a 98 and you get it. It's got some flavor profiles I'm tasting, but by no means is it a problem. It's a fucking great
Well, and
steak.
that was my thing. I mean, it's a great cigar, but it wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah.
It was just, it was good. It was smooth. Had that good leather taste to it. Blends into the whiskey pretty well, but it wasn't like,
I think
dang,
this
give me
cigar.
I would
three
not
more
waste
right
one
now
of these on a
kinda
golf
thing,
course, though.
I think this cigar, if you want to smoke it fast, it has to be like a Toro.
Yeah.
On
They
a
have it.
Gordo size like this one, you would have to smoke slower. So like a Toro would be like an hour cigar. On a Gordo, you might have to make it probably like a 2-hour cigar.
oh,
to
this
smoke.
is easy golf course cigar, man. It'll burn.
Yes,
forever.
100%.
yes,
And
yes.
look at this.
100%.
I
9
even,
holes.
I even wrote here that maybe the off flavor is because I smoked fast and then it burned faster. It maybe burned too much, and then it might have generated this off flavor.
I
So-
just find that when I'm on a golf course, my own fault, I don't appreciate the cigar for what I'm just smoking a cigar because my head's somewhere else. So it's like, I probably wouldn't smoke this on a golf course. I
Well,
would prefer
you
to
maybe-
sit on a patio and relax and
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
Or you may be taking like a fire. What's the name of the thing? The
Fireball
drink?
shot.
Fireball shot.
I'm going to leave my tea at every tee box and walk away, and Hilton's be like, your tea. And I got to go back and grab my tea.
And look,
Every time.
Every
like,
time.
Hey Dylan, your tea. I was like, yeah,
Paul Britt, 18 holes.
we got
18 times, like, hey, go grab your tea. You'd think by hole 7, at the
remember.
latest, I'd remember. Nope. A hole 18, he's like, hey, go get your fucking tea.
I gotta say, it doesn't matter because because my birthday present this year that you guys gave me.
Yeah.
We have probably about 1,000 teas.
Yeah.
We don't need to get the tea. We can leave it back behind.
The reason is more of like, my head is like, let's go to the next hit. I'm so bad at hitting the driver that I'm just, my head is like, I want to get back in that fucking golf cart and go hit an iron or a wedge or something. Because I'm so in some driver, and honestly, we played 18, and I impressed myself.
You did better than I did.
I played better than I thought I was going to, but it's just the inconsistency that annoys me, and so I need to start taking a few lessons on driver swings to get consistent with it. But because of that, literally, that's the reason. I can't wait to get off the fucking tee box and go play golf because I'm just sitting there like I can't hit this fucking thing, and I forget to pick my tee up and then walk away. I just walk off because I'm ready to fucking move on.
He can do a 6-iron really good. Yeah,
one club I can hit really well,
really good. It's impressive.
Your own club better than me, man.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Appreciate you all.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.